Welcome all you Reasonable Wrestling fans to another week, and with that, another question. Last week's video ended with the question of which 8 wrestlers would you pick as gym leaders, and what would their teams be? So without further ado, let's get right into those answers.
It's Pikachu! Fuck!
When Thomas first asked us the question to name wrestlers as Pokemon gym leaders, I was like, man, that's a weird question. But then I was like, man, I like it. So without further ado, I'm just going to jump straight into the list here. I'm going to read it right off paper because I don't remember any of them really off the top of my head. My first gym leader is Brock Lesnar of Suplex City. He's a rock-type gym leader. He's Brock Rock, can't get it yet, right? His Pokemon are Nosepass, Onix, and Shuckle. My second gym leader is Rob Van Dam, and he is a grass-type, because what else? His Pokemon are Execute, Bayleaf, and Victory Bell. My third gym leader was Boogeyman, and rather than giving him a regular Pokemon type, I made him a Worm-type gym leader. And so his Pokemon are Weedle, and Wurmple, and Wurmple. El Generico was my fourth gym leader, and surprise, surprise, he was the normal-type gym, where his Pokemon were Eevee, Miltank, Lickitung, and Kangaskhan. Moving on to number 5 is Alexa Bliss, and she was the Ice-type gym leader with Dugong, Jinx, Lapras, Glaceon, and Weevil. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing any of these, but I'm not that nerdy, so I don't know. I don't know why I whispered that either. My sixth gym leader is Kevin Owens, and he's a fighting-type gym leader, so he can wear his merch while fighting with Pokemon. His Pokemon were Hawlucha, Hariyama, Hitmonchan, Machoke, and Pancham. Seventh gym leader was the Undertaker, ghost type, because I'm pulling hard on stereotypes for this one, with Dusclops, Sableye, Gengar, Misdreavus, Dusknoir, and Banette. And then my final gym leader is hot, it's spicy, it's Curryman, with the Fire-type gym, and his Pokemon are Charmander, Ponyta, Vulpix, Torkoal, Growlithe, and Moltres. Yeah. That's it. That's my gyms. That's my answer to Thomas's question of the week. Bye.
Alright, let's be real here. I don't know that much about Pokemon. Like, I was excited for this question, but then I realized, like, I know the original 150, 152, whatever you call it. I know those Pokemon really well. Past that, I don't know a whole lot. I play Pokemon Go, I just catch things. So, needless to say, I was a little worried about this one, but I felt like as I went along, I had some really cool ideas. So, let's just get right into it. Here are my 8 wrestlers as gym leaders and their Pokemon. Our first gym is a fighting gym. John Cena is the gym leader. We have a Makuhita, a Machoke, and a Machamp is here. Anyway, we also have The Rock. He's got an electric type because he's the most electrifying man of all time. He's got a Magnemite, a Jolteon, and a Zapdos. Gym number 3, we got Poison Gym, run by Rosemary. She's got an Arbok, a Swalot, a Seviper, and a Roserade. Trying to keep with the Rosemary and just creepy. I would try to go with the creepiest poison Pokemon I could. Aleister Black is up next with a dark Pokemon gym. He has Umbreon, Mighty Hyena, Houndoom, and Carvanha. This is a gnarly looking fish dude. We've got a ghost gym with, of course, the Eater of Worlds, the new face of fear, Bray Wyatt as the gym leader. He's got a Duskull, a Banette, a Haunter, a Misdreavus, and a Mimikyu. Mimikyu was a last minute decision, and I was like, that seems like something that would be in a Bray Wyatt gym. We got Callisto with a Dragon Gym because he's Callisto. We got a Salamence, an Altaria, Dragonite, Kingdra, and a Rayquaza. So tried to go with as many cool looking dragons because that's kind of Callisto's thing. Gym number 7, a fire gym run by Ember Moon. She's got Rapidash, Arcanine, Flareon, Ninetales, Blaziken, and Infernape. Keep in mind, none of these are on like actual order. I wasn't really sure on the order themselves, so if it seems a little out of order, that's why. And then our final gym, number 8, a psychic gym run by the man who has a PhD in psychology. That is Xavier Woods. He's got a Mr. Mime, a Jinx, an Espeon, a Lugia. I know, it's a legendary, like right in the middle. Probably doesn't make sense in a gym. And then a Slowking and a Metagross. Yeah, for him, I tried to go with things that were brightly colored, like Mr. Mime and Jinx. And then, you know, a few kind of cool ones, plus like Metagross just seemed like something that would be in a video game that he would play. So yeah, I tried to go combination of the psychology that he has plus his gaming. I tried to do a combination of the two of those. Plus, I'm pretty sure Xavier Woods would be stoked to be a gym leader in Pokemon at all. So Xavier Woods, if you see this, give you a shout out. Yeah, that was weird. So yeah, let's see what Thomas thinks about these gyms and see who wins question of the week this week.
All right, good answers. Good answers from both of you. I totally know who said. No, I don't know.
No,
I don't.
That's the whole idea of this video.
Yeah,
you don't.
Yeah, but I
magic.
have the answers in text form, and I know you both wanted to be the very best, like no one ever was. To catch them was your real test, and to train them was your cause.
Technically, to pick the trainer was our cause. But
you traveled across the land, searching far and wide.
More like the internet.
Each Pokemon to understand the power that's inside. Pokemon. Gotta catch them all. It's you and me. You know it's my destiny. Pokemon. Oh, you're my best friend in a world we must defend. Pokemon. A heart so true. Our courage will pull us through. You teach me and I'll teach you. Pokemon. We gotta catch them all.
Second verse. Just kidding.
Oh yeah. Every challenge along the way. With courage, you both faced.
He's still
You both battled every day.
I need more interpretive dance.
To claim your rightful place. Come with me. The time is right. There's no better team. Arm in arm, we'll win the fight. It's always been our dream. Pokemon. Gotta catch 'em all. It's you and me. I know it's my destiny. Pokemon. A heart so true. Our courage will pull us through. You teach me, and I'll teach you. Pokemon. Gotta catch 'em all. Gotta catch 'em all. Pokemon.
And we all lost.
Anyway,
right.
With that out of the way,
all right.
that was fun.
It's your video, so yep, that was fun.
It was fun for me. I don't really care about anyone else.
I had a great time.
To be
I don't know what
honest,
you're talking about.
I do these videos for me.
That's fine.
I don't care. So, I had to look at these side by side and interpret based on just, I think, who had the better layout and more realistic progression and teams. That's kind of what I based this on. So right out the gate, any gym that you guys used legendary Pokemon in, that Pokemon was just disqualified.
Okay. So
the Zapdos is out, the Rayquaza is out, Lugia is out, and Moltres is out. So they just... But that doesn't necessarily disqualify those teams. I just had to look at the team without those Pokemon.
Fair enough.
And I just kind of compared them side by side as, like, since you guys both tried to do them in the order of progression, I was like, okay, first gym versus first gym, second gym versus second gym. And I almost ran into a stump because it was almost a tie.
Oh.
And then I was like, because 8 and 8 divided by 2, yeah. So I was like, okay, this could be
Same
bad.
amount of Pokemon, same amount of gym leaders.
Right.
Everything's just...
Yeah, we decided on our own accord to make it so one of us didn't have more Pokemon in gyms than the other.
Yeah,
so.
it just turned out that some of them ended up that way once I disqualified some of the Pokemon.
That's fair.
But with that said, I took John Cena's gym over Brock Lesnar's gym, and this was a pretty close one actually, because Brock's gym felt more, based on the Pokemon, felt more like a starting gym, but I just couldn't get over the theme of John Cena's gym, like the Machoke and then the Machamp.
The champ is here.
Yeah,
Machamp
it was
is
too good. The Rock's gym versus RVD's gym. Oh yeah, notably a weird phenomenon that you guys did was put the more main event wrestlers in the early stages of the game.
Yeah.
And then as you progress, on the one hand you start with Brock Lesnar and then end with Curryman. I didn't necessarily take that into account as factoring in for the gyms. I just thought that was really funny to watch. So the Rocks.
I didn't even
Yeah,
realize
the other one starts with Cena and ends with Xavier Woods.
Yeah. I didn't realize that we had both gone that same direction. So giving TV time where it's necessary.
The Rock versus RVD's gym. Big missed opportunity on the Rock's electric type gym though, because the Alolan form of Golem, which the Alolan is the brand newest games, and it's like Pokemon Hawaii, and they have their own special brand.
Forms.
Yeah. The Alolan form of Golem is an electric rock type, and I thought that would have been a really good get for that gym. And this was also the first disqualification because the Rock had Zapdos in his gym. That didn't necessarily count against him, but the pun with RVD having the grass gym was just too good to pass up. So I give it a point to there. Rosemary's Poison Gym versus Boogeyman's Worm Gym. Again,
That's just a weird.
Can we just put the phrase Boogeyman's Worm Gym?
Yeah, let's
on a t-shirt.
Yeah, let's make that a t-shirt.
Oh god.
Send $5 to his PayPal and we will get that made.
Oh man, that's a callback.
Callback that never made it.
I'm bringing it back right now. Anyway,
Oh man.
I liked the idea behind the Boogeyman Worm Gym, but it was just two Weedles and two Wormholes, and as a third gym, that didn't feel like a big enough challenge at that point. So that one got disqualified, or not just that one lost. It still qualified. It just didn't win.
We understand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aleister Black versus El Generico would be a fantastic match.
Hell yeah.
As far as their gyms go, I liked them both a lot. It was kind of back and forth, just like a match would be between them. Ultimately, I liked the 1-2 punch, though, of a Houndoom and a Carvanha, because it's a Dark Fire and then a Dark Water, which, strategically, you'd have to, switch gears right away with those two. And so I gave it to Aleister Black. Bray Wyatt's Ghost Gym versus Alexa Bliss's Ice Gym. I gave it to Bray Wyatt simply because something about the idea of Bray Wyatt having a Mimikyu was too good for me to pass up. I have no idea what the appeal there was, but I liked it a lot. Thought that was just a really good pull. Kalisto with a Dragon Gym versus Kevin Owens in a Fighting Gym. That was another one that came down to one Pokemon, and Kevin Owens won because he had a Pancham, and I just know that Kevin Owens loves pandas.
Kevin Owens does love his pants.
It was a little bit too good to pass up. Ember Moon's Fire Gym versus Undertaker's Ghost Gym. I have to actually double check the score on this one. I actually give that to the Undertaker based on, again, at this point in the game, Ember Moon's gym just didn't seem like enough of a challenge, because this would be the second to last gym, and it's all single fire types until the last two, which are firefighting, so you don't need to change your strategy up much there, you just could win with a straight up water type probably. Then Xavier Woods' Psychic Gym versus Curryman's Fire Gym. Had to give it to Xavier Woods because, again, very last gym, and you're coming up against Charmander, Ponyta, and Vulpix, and Growlithe. Like, 4 of the 5, because I had to eliminate Moltres, 4 of the 5 are just first form Pokemon. So that gives it final scores 5-3 in favor of the John Cena path.
That's me.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah, this was
For me, the Curryman was all about having the cute fire types
Yeah.
all until you hit Moltres, and then you're fucked.
when you listed off those Pokemon to me, I lost it because it's like, oh, cute Pokemon, big fire bird.
No, it's just I had to disqualify legendaries because no gym uses legendaries.
Yeah. See, and I had a shit like most of the legendaries that you got rid of were mine.
Yeah, well, and then even though I said it didn't disqualify, it just turned out every gym that used legendaries ended up losing their encounter.
Oh, all right. Yeah.
Not on purpose.
That's fair.
Just
And to be fair, I did Google rock electric type, and that Pokemon did not come up. I was looking for it.
no, it's totally fine. It's not a thing because it's from the newest game. It's so if you haven't been up, it's almost a pretty deep pull to
fair.
get to.
Okay. Yeah, it wasn't until that point I hadn't really looked at like combination elements and like, is there a rock electric type?
Yeah.
I need to put it in there if there is.
Right.
But I couldn't find it.
All right, but that is the question of the week. I hope. No, that is the answer of the week, actually.
Yeah.
That.
You have to tune in next week to find out what the question
Yeah,
is.
so please tune in next week for another giant question. In there. And on that note, thank you for watching. Talking to you specifically, Brian Johnson. I love you.
Brian Johnson.
Yeah, he's watching. He knows.
Right.
I love you, all of you fans, and I will see you next time here on Reasonable Wrestling Fans.
Probably in about a week.
Makes sense.